What up guys, and welcome to Calisthenics. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can make your leg raises harder and also why you'd want to do this. So to make your leg raises harder, we're going to be focusing on the following: control, slow reps, and stability. By doing your leg raises this way, what you're basically going to be doing is you're going to be increasing the amount of time that your abs are going to be under load. So what this is going to do is it's going to make this variation or this version of leg raises a lot more challenging than your regular leg raises, and the strength that you gain from this can then be transferred over to your other calisthenics exercises or skills. Whether it be for skill training like I just mentioned, like your planche, front and back lever, or for just calisthenics exercises in general, this exercise is going to be really good for that. One thing that you really need to keep in mind is that with any calisthenics exercise, whether it be pull-ups, push-ups, squats, dips, or anything else really, your core is going to be engaged. So strengthening your core and your abs is definitely going to help you to have more control and more stability with all these other calisthenics exercises. Take pull-ups for example. For this exercise, you need to be stable so that you can avoid swinging back and forth when you're doing your pull-ups. And of course, having more control and more stability with this exercise is going to then deliver better results. Push-ups are another example. And if you want to do push-ups correctly, what you need to focus on is keeping your core tight, keeping your body nice and straight, not having any arch in your back, so whether it be bent over like a cat or arched under like a U shape. You want to avoid this so that you can make sure that all the emphasis is staying on your chest, your front delts, and your triceps, which are the muscles that you're trying to work when you're doing your push-ups. So you kind of get the point that having a strong core is really going to allow you to get the most out of your calisthenics training, whether it be skills or just general calisthenics exercises. Now let's get into the leg raises and I'll explain everything step by step. Okay guys, so for the exercise, I'm going to be using my Olympic or gymnastic rings. I don't know what you guys call them. I call them Olympic rings usually, but just because I see them in the Olympic Games. But anyway, I'm using these because I can use these without having my feet touching the floor. But if I use my pull-up bar over there, it's a bit too low to the ground and my feet will get in the way of the exercise. So it doesn't matter whether you do this on a pull-up bar or on rings or on monkey bars. It really does not matter as long as you're putting your legs out in front of you and using your abs for the exercise. So what we're going to be doing is obviously grabbing the bar or the rings or whatever it may be, and what we're really going to focus on with this exercise is not swinging at all. So by reducing any swinging motion, what you're going to be doing is really focusing on your abs, because the only thing that's going to lift your legs up is going to be your abs. There's going to be no momentum, no swing, nothing. Just pure core strength, pure ab strength. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the reps nice and slow. So do it as follows. What you're going to be doing is lifting your legs up nice and slow, pausing at the top, back down slow, and as soon as you get to the bottom, come back up, pause at the top, back down slow, and just repeat like this. Avoiding swinging whatsoever. So as you guys can see with this variation, what we're really focusing on is control, avoiding swinging, and making sure that all the strength, all the movement is really coming from our abs and our core. And this is slightly different to the regular way of doing leg raises, which is a lot faster pace. So your regular leg raises look something like this. And as you can see, although it's very minimal, there is a little bit of a swing here. Obviously the strap's moving a little bit, but when you do it on a pull-up bar, there is a tiny bit of swing, a tiny bit of momentum, and because of that, you can do a lot more. And even though it's very minimal, it does make a huge difference, and it does take some of the work away from your abs, as opposed to doing it the way I just showed you, very slowly, where all the strength and all the power is going to come from here. So like I said in the beginning of the video and throughout the video, doing your leg raises with a lot slower pace, with a lot more control, is really going to work your abs a lot harder, and it's going to make it a lot more challenging. Even if you don't want to train for skills or anything like that, it's just good for progressive overload. So I guess if you're training, you're trying to challenge yourself, trying to improve, so progressive overload is the way to do that. So just keep that in mind for this exercise. It's not only good for strengthening your core with calisthenics exercises or skills, it's just good for general progressive overload. So another thing you want to remember with the slower version of the leg raise that I just showed you is that there's a lot more time under tension. So your abs are under load for a longer period of time, and this, like I said, will help you with your skill training where you're in a fixed position, a static position, whether it be planches, front or back levers like I mentioned earlier. You do need to have a strong core. Of course, there are other muscle groups that work very hard in these exercises depending on which one you're doing, but your core is always going to be a very important and crucial aspect of any of those skills. So hopefully that all made sense. If you do have any questions, just fire away in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time guys, stay strong. Peace out.